Hey everybody, it's Mike. Welcome back to the channel. So getting the palms protected here before this freeze. We've been down to the mid-20s for the lows last couple of nights, and I wanted to show you. Look at the burning on these small Washingtonias so far. That one's really bad. They're still okay, but some of these did better than others. I think the ones that are more folifera dominant. This one here I think is more folifera dominant. It has no burning, maybe just a few spots, but it's kind of obvious to tell maybe which ones are more robusta, because they're not as cold hardy by like 8 to 10 degrees probably in a lot of cases. But a lot of these, here's the rest of my Texas Sabal. I got my Brazoria over here. I may just leave those out. It's only gonna get down to maybe 12 Fahrenheit for the lowest over this freeze, but they could always change it. I got the windmill. Let's see, the Trachycarpus fortunei wagnerianus hybrids, and you can see there's some frozen solid ice in there. So a lot of them I had to yank off these pallets because any water that was in the bottom of the pots just kind of froze to it. And then so I got that. I'm going to use the heat lamp in there instead of the Christmas lights, because it'll be easier to move things around without having to go around all the wiring. And then over here, there's my little pickup truck cold frame set up again. I got the lights already strung. C9 incandescent lights, not LEDs, because LEDs do not put off enough heat, or any heat really, maybe a little bit, but these put off a lot more heat. So it'll kind of warm it up in here at night. I've got my Livistona chinensis seedlings. In the back there, I got the Sabal Brazoria. Back corner, I've got my Pindo palm seedlings, and then a lot of the Texas Sabal I could fit in here. And then that about did it. So I'm gonna be parking this on the other side of the house where the outlet is, by the front porch, and then plug this in. But yeah, for now, I'm almost there. So I will go ahead and do an update once everything's done. So stand by. Alrighty then, so everything's put up, and I got the heat lamp going in there now. Now I did leave some of these out. I did kind of run out of some room, but I thought, you know what, I'm going to keep these out here. These are the Sabal Brazoria. These actually look really good. They haven't had any problems getting into the mid-20s at night usually. So I mean, these are pretty cold hardy. So I'm going to see how they do actually into the teens at night. If they start looking a little wacky, then I'll probably put them up. But then I got the two Sabal Minors. There's that one there, and then that's the Emerald Owl Giant. They're still looking all right. This one's got some, it's got a little beat up there on the older growth, but newer growth looks just fine. And you can see that ice formed in those trays there. And then I'm not gonna really open this just yet, but it is getting a little warmer in there. I did test it, but the light is right there in the back, and I've got everything just kind of cram packed. Those shelves, the mesh shelves there, kind of aren't very sturdy, so I tried to put those up as best I can so they don't tip over or anything. But yeah, you can see I got some tape I've had to put up here. There's a little bit of a rip there at the bottom, but yeah, that heat lamp's actually doing pretty good, because I did test it and it does feel much warmer in there. But anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and get to the truck. I'll show you that, because that is done as well, and then I'll also show you the palms inside, so stay tuned. Okay, so I've got the truck cold frame set up. There's the extension cord. I just got the window cracked just a little bit so I can run out, and it's just going right into the wall outlet here, just like a couple years ago. Basically the same setup. And we've got, there we go, all the lights are working. I did have to replace one of them. I do have some spares, but yeah, they're actually all doing pretty well. I had to kind of keep them away. They're kind of getting close to some of these leaves, so I might have to adjust them here and there. That one right there probably, but yep. So I had to double up some pots too. I have taken up a lot more area since I got these all, put in larger pots. So yep, there's the truck setup. So this is just gonna go down like that, and should keep it nice and warm over the next few days. So I will update you y'all on how everything does after the freeze, but I'm gonna go ahead and get into the palms and the inside real quick. So here we go again. Stay tuned. Okay, so real quick, the last part of the video here, inside the house, I got my larger palms. I got the windmill palm. I had some room for it, so I decided to just bring it in. It probably would have done okay through the freeze, but you know, better not to take chances. And the large Washingtonia Robusta, still doing really good, and it hasn't been phased so far in the mid-20s at night here, so you know, they're pretty cold already anyway. And then all of my Bismarckia. So I got these small 1-year-olds here. And that spear's looking a little rough, but I'm gonna have to keep my eye on that one, but older growths still look okay. There's that one back there. And then the 3 larger Bismarcks doing okay. And the spear pole victim even, right here, look at that. That's actually fanned out more since the last video. So yeah, it's still doing good as well. So yeah, that's going to be about it for the update. I will do another update once the freeze passes and just let you know how everything worked out. You know, I'm pretty sure, I'm staying positive. I think it should be all right. I know a lot of you on here are growing palms in much colder areas than I am, you know, up there in Indiana and Ohio, Ontario, Oklahoma, New York, Idaho. I mean, just a lot of you guys have it worse than me, but so I'll be looking forward to your updates as well, see how everything's doing. But for now, I think that's going to do it. If you guys have any questions or comments, please leave them below. As always, thank you all for watching. We'll see you on the next one.